9 to 5 jobs, the modern day way of life for most. For some, their job is the savior that puts the food on the table and adds on to their safety net year after year. While for many others, their job is an overruling dictatorship, keeping them in the rat race they didn't really ask to be in to begin with. And again, picking up overtime shifts, just for another sweet hit on red at the roulette table of life. Well, today we're going to dive deep into different perspectives of our modern system, the system of working that society seems to have put in place for us. If you personally relate to anything in this video, or you just simply like content like this, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, opinions below, and subscribe to see more videos like this. I post new videos every single day discussing different topics and discussions surrounding this type of thing, and you can catch those videos every single day at 12 p.m. Central Time. So now what are we waiting for? Let's begin.
How come no one talks about how insane it is that we've just totally normalized the idea of spending 10 hours every weekday away from the people we love most? At least back in the day, it was only the man of the house doing it, and his salary actually was able to afford
Those traditional values.
but now it's both adults. Not only is that insane, it is also normal to do that for 50 years before you get your freedom. You know, once you're too old to even enjoy it. 50 years of pointless meetings, 50 years of spending more time with your coworkers than the people you love.
I don't even like my
Given
coworkers.
that the average retirement age is above 60, but then the average life expectancy is under 80, that's less than 20 years on average of actual freedom. You know, 50 years building someone else's dream, 50 years making someone else rich, 50 years not having control over.
Hey bro, don't judge me. My dream is to be a Walmart store clerk. Okay, not everybody has their bar set so high, okay? Unk, relax.
But you're paid. You just have to hope and pray for a raise every year and hope that it beats inflation, but most of the time it doesn't. We've normalized that. Like, everyone still signs up for student loans to buy into this system. Everyone still just gets their job and doesn't do anything about it. They complain about it, but complaining isn't actually doing anything about it. Everyone just goes along with the system.
What do you want me to do, bro? Suck off my boss for a raise? I've tried that. It ain't getting me nowhere. I'm still only getting a quarter every year. No, but seriously though, jokes aside, this dude has some good points that he is making. I've personally experienced over the last 5 to 10 years where the inflation, the pay raises are not matching the cost of living increases, the housing payment increases, the overall destroyed housing market right now. It's great if you bought 5 years ago. If you're buying now, you might as well just. Some people are debating. Should you wait? Will it go up or down? Who knows? Some people say it'll never get better. It'll just keep getting worse, just like everything else in life. And some people say there is some hope on the horizon. So who knows?
And perpetuates it. I just wonder every day how much longer you guys are going to put up with this modern day slavery, because that's what it is.
I am
He said you guys, like he's not probably doing it as well. That seems why he's probably so fed up. Is he's in the same rat race that we're all in, the same system, the same wheel turning, spinning, that for some reason nobody knows how to figure out how to stop. It's way too, it's greased up. The W240 is to the extreme, all-time high.
and I will never be able to get another job again. I realized this the other day about myself. I kind of knew it while I was working at companies because people would say things like, you're kind of hard to work with. You always have really strong opinions. You always have to come up and ask questions about things. At first, I just thought I was a problem employee. Like, I always had questions. I always needed to know why. And I was always looking at how we could make things better, even if people weren't asking for solutions. But now that I've been self-employed for 18 months, I just realized that I'm not an employable person. And that's okay. Not all of us are meant to work for other people.
The marvelous dream of being self-employed. The modern day tier between being a business owner and unemployment. It's very, very thin, is that line that you're tampering on, that's stretching even more and more thin as the years go on. And this guy is making some good points though, where it's like I also myself felt like in the past I was the problem employee, like because I just like to make jokes and have fun at work and not make every day feel like an ongoing disaster, catastrophe, whatever word you want to put there. But also, like, I used to always ask questions, and I used to always try to like, hey, maybe we should do the outline like this, or maybe we should rearrange the store in the aisles and in the shelves like this. Because I like work on the floor. I actually talk to the customers every single day, and I know all the regulars. I worked here for 3-4 years. But no. The people that are the higher ups have never even stepped foot in the store. They do actually step foot in the store if you work at retail every month or so, maybe twice, maybe 3 times a month if it's like a holiday season, if it's super busy. But other than that, if it's not a super busy quarter where they're making record high profits, they're just on their desk at some office somewhere else, and they're gonna type out whatever new system you got to go implement, and then send it to you. And it's over half the time it's not going to work right. There's gonna be something in the there's some sort of implication in between. They don't really know the store setup. They don't really know the customer employee experience because they don't work with customers. They really only work with the employees. And yeah, so I myself just opted out to stop helping at all in terms of like giving my tips. Like for example, at the last year of my job I was at prior to, I'm now self-employed, unemployed. Again, I just talked about that. I'm very in the middle here. About a year ago, I actually told I told all my managers whenever they give me my like monthly review, my weekly review, my yearly review, hey, do you have any tips or things we can add on to help out this workspace and make it a more likable environment? No, I don't, because whatever I say, you don't care anyway. It never happens. And if then you do, then you can go to HR. And by the way, the HR is only there to save the company's ass. The HR is not there for the worker, for the employee, for the workforce. It's all just a sham. It's a lie. Um, so you go to the HR and those ladies, they'll fill your head with bullshit. It's like trying to date girls in high school. It's like they're just leading you on forever.
Some of us are meant to work for ourselves and be a small business owner. Others are supposed to be entrepreneurs. Other people are supposed to be leaders in business. But you need to know this about yourself. Now that I'm running my own business, I realize it's definitely what I was.
Good grief. All these entrepreneurs, business owners. We need more working men. Where's that traditional man from the beginning? You need to put on your bootstraps, dig them deep down in the dirt, and suck off your boss.
Made to do.
When I complain about work and people are like, well, get a new job then. I'm like, no, I don't like working. It's not the job. I just don't like working. So getting a new job will not fix this core issue. Plus, at least I know what to expect at my current job. It's the devil you know, right? Like,
It's the devil you know, right?
unhelpful advice.
Is anyone else?
A lot of people can relate to that. They're stuck in the jobs they've had for so long because it's just the most common occurrence. Even if it's hell they know, and hell you know is better than hell you don't know because that's scary.
Point in life where they are just struggling to find the motivation to work, but
I
they
hear you,
are
sister.
terrified of losing their job. I currently have such low motivation to do the same work that I have been doing for the last however many years I've been at this job. And in the grand scheme of things, my job is really nice. Like, I have a very cushy job. It pays me well. I am actually doing something that I'm good
Those
at.
last three things, those are key factors that most people cannot relate to. Good for her.
I am having more frequent existential crises because every day I wake up and open my laptop and do the same thing, and I'm like, this cannot be it. But also, this has to be it right now, because if I lose my job, then I cannot lead the life that I currently have. And because the economy is going to shit and all the people who are job searching right now are struggling really hard.
Well, at least she's not oblivious to everybody else's reality. And it seems like she's starting to experience that herself. It's that constant rat race wheel. You're doing the same thing over and over again, day in, day out, making somebody else's dream come true while yours is just slowly dying off, and your inner child's in your head screaming, "You're disappointing me. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed." Yeah. So it's all that hoo-ha. But it seems like this is just not very sustainable for the average person. Not for the human mentality, this whole 9 to 5 rat race thing, because what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And according to the economy these days, those results that you're doing all this hard work for seems to be what's the word? It's minimizing. It's not as severe. It's not as ancient. It actually is ancient. It's not as major. When you hit this jackpot, you're like hitting the minors now. You'll like never hit the major, and the jackpot's way too far out. That's kind of what this whole 40-year work life is.
I feel like I need to be really grateful for what I have right now, but then also at the same time, I am grateful, but I also don't want to be here. And I'm not even just wondering that there is more to life than work. I know that there is more to life than work because I've had a taste of life outside work. But because I live in a capitalist society, this is my figurative jail cell. This is me for the rest of my life. I cannot fathom doing this for another 40, 50 years, if not more, because I don't think I'm going to be able to retire. I'm not even halfway to 65 yet. I've only been working full-time for 8 years, and I cannot see this being the rest of my life. But also,
Those damn capitalists. I'm sorry, honey. By the time you get there, retirement's going to be at 80 years old. And the Social Security will be wiped out, long gone. That's what I keep hearing after every single decade. So you're looking for nothing. You're striving for an empty sack of gold.
So I have to be grateful because I have a job right now.
I don't think anybody realizes how much like $45 could change my entire fucking life. Like, I am so poor right now. It is scary. I could barely even drink water out of
Let me know in the comments. Would $45 right now change your life? Is that like a glory hole that you just can't even imagine sticking your whatever in?
the tap.
33.
This guy right here, this is the guy I've been seeing on TikTok. He's going crazy. He's doing a 2-month journey. This is a goal he's had. He's working 2 full-time jobs, 10, 12-hour days, insane amount. And he is trying to save up $20,000, 20 grand, 20K, folks, within this time frame. And he's over halfway. He's not just accomplished this goal, he's crushing this goal. And this seems to be the only way to get ahead, is to work yourself to death these days.
A little bit under $12,000, averaging $350 a day. Ain't gonna waste no time. Back for
Yeah, so if you really want to get ahead, I think you got to do what this guy's doing and kind of catch a load of this, maybe get some tips, because this isn't for everybody. Not everybody can even do this, let alone accomplish this, let alone even want to attempt this. Most people don't even want to attempt this. But if you're able to do this and like suffer through this small time frame, I mean, hey, a lot of people these days are living in their vehicles, barely making 20K a year. If you can make 20K in 2 months, I know this is not a long-term thing. This is something you can only do for a short term. I don't think your body's going to be able, not everybody's going to be able to really do this like this. But I think a lot of people, a lot more folks who could take a lot of strength and growth from an experience like this. Also, that's more money than most people have ever had. I've never had 20K at one time. I'm a brokey. I'm a wage slave. So this is unbelievable. But good for him, man. Kudos, and I hope he hits his goal.
back for
Now this is a joke, meme, whatever. It's just it's kind of a little laugh for you guys and me and the folks out there at home. If you are struggling with money, have kids. Just joking. That makes no sense to anybody. But if you're talking about tax season times, apparently tax season, having no kids, $27 refund. Many folks paying in, matter of fact. Having 2 kids, $10,000 refund. I know this is actually a true fact because I have family members who have multiple kids and they get 10 grand plus a year in their tax return income because they have 2 kids. It's like 5K a kid. And fair enough, a lot of them don't necessarily spend it on it's gone sooner than it should be. Like 10K, if you do have 2 kids, that will hopefully go far for you, and I see why that's a bonus or a benefit that they have for that type of thing. But a lot of people are abusing this system, and they're just continuously having kids to keep this money rolling in, to keep it racking and stacking up. So that's a tip if you want to lay down with someone and pump out a few. Now, obviously, for dudes, this might not be the best call. Don't just lay down with anybody. Maybe you'll catch yourself in worse debt, getting some child support. We've had other videos about that. I'll probably cover that more in the future. But yeah, this is just different ideas that we're all pondering on. And feel free to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, how you can make an extra buck these days, make a sweet dollar bill, and stack every single cent and penny into that piggy bank until I can finally save up for retirement. Is that all people shoot for? Is that a thing these days? Anyway, I'd love to know all your guys' thoughts and opinions regarding this whole topic, the workforce, and how the economy is crumbling before our very eyes down below in the comments. And let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. If you have any other topics, discussions, conspiracy S-related theories you want me to cover in the future videos, feel free to let me know that down below as well. I do upload these commentary S-style videos every single day, kind of like reaction-like content, at 12 p.m. Central Time every single day, daily, if not multiple times per week. So I definitely appreciate your guys' love and support around here on the channel. I plan to keep this coming for you guys, and I've been trying to test out different times of uploading. It seems like noon is the best time for the audience and myself, so we're gonna keep that going daily as long as we can. I'm fighting tooth and nail, scratching the chalkboard, making sure I can have as much content for you guys as possible. So I plan to keep this going, and I appreciate all your guys' love and support. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.